Hello and welcome back to another Minekingdoms video. So I have done a lot since that last video. As you've noticed, we skipped a day. I lost my daily upload streak, but it was for good reason. Pretty much because we're upgrading some of our most expensive buildings to levels where we can really start progressing even quicker. So University level 4 is almost done, and I honestly think I'm going to take it straight to level 5. Um, we are only going to ever need one university in the colony. Might as well just get that level 5 done and out of the way now. That way we can focus on just researching everything like crazy. So last time we got this level 5 builder done. Now over here, this level 5 builder is just about done. I think it's like 90%. Let's take a look. 86% done. Has all the resources it needs, so that is awesome. Moving over here, we upgraded the sawmill to level 3. Trying to remember what all else I did. Upgraded all of these buildings out here that we just built last time. The the stone crusher, the stone smeltery, and the regular smeltery, all to level 2 already. And then we upgraded the enchanting tower to level 2, and then I have it queued up to go to level 3. And we have the restaurant queued to go to level 3 as well. Like I said, I've done a lot. If you've actually played this, you will know how long this all takes. It probably about 6-ish hours of just straight grinding out these buildings. Which for some people it's not that much time because they have all the time in the world to play games, but unfortunately I do not. So that's a lot of time for me. So what I want to do today is up here. You'll actually see I've got a citizen walking around. Well, that's because we are going to expand into our next our first satellite city, our first city other than the capital. I don't really know what else to call them yet. But we have this here, this guard tower. We're gonna build one here, then we're gonna go out this way, and we are gonna just keep expanding our guard towers until we encompass everything. You can see that I kind of laid out some blocks here. But yeah, we are going to get out over here to this giant chunk of land, and we're gonna get some stuff smack in the middle of this place. We're gonna have to destroy all these buildings. This is like one of those destroyed colonies. But we're gonna get some buildings right in the middle of this place, probably a builder hut, some residences, and we are gonna start having this place, getting some expansion on. And then that'll also help me get a clearer line of where I want the capital to actually end. So we're going to get on this. So the reason I want to expand now and start getting another one going is because it's kind of like a time thing. Yes, I do have a lot more things to do in the capital, but if I can get that started now and I can use my time wisely and my citizens over there can begin, I can start growing a little thing over there. Maybe I even start another city at the same time. Um, that would be awesome. A lot of time in this game is just waiting on your builder to build things. That's why I have 4 builders already in this capital, and I don't know if I'll get another, but I kind of feel like I want another. So a lot of the time is just waiting on builders to build things because it does still take a bit. And then the other time is waiting for couriers to bring the builders their materials. Like for the university, Elsa's just waiting
What
here
is it?
because Elsa's waiting for this delivery of the cobblestone shingles, the blue cobblestone shingles. And then is Carly just waiting here? Yeah, yeah. Carly's just
I'll
waiting
take care of
here.
it.
Because Carly's waiting for some stuff to be crafted and then ran over here as well. So I should probably get another courier, maybe another couple couriers, maybe level up all my couriers to level 3 or 4. I don't really know yet. Um, but oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more couriers actually. We're gonna need like 17 couriers eventually because they're gonna be responsible for gathering resources all across the kingdom. But anyway, that's the reason because a lot of the time is spent waiting. So if I can get some basics down over there, and I can get buildings going in, uh, let's say in this area, and then maybe even I don't know if this entire thing here, yeah, we'll make this entire thing its own city. But this big mustache looking thing here. This city. If we can get something going here, we can get something going here. Maybe even get something going on this island. I don't know. This island might just be like luxury housing. That could be kind of cool. I'm not entirely sure yet. But one thing I do want to focus on as I'm building these other places is after I get the building down, I want to figure out transportation pretty much before I do anything else. Like, how am I going to get my couriers, because that's going to happen. How am I getting my couriers from the capital all the way out here efficiently? I'm kind of thinking of an underground subway system type of thing, like an underground minecart system that they can go down and then they can, you know, go to a junction and this way takes you to X city, this way takes you to the other city. I'm not sure yet. Maybe we'll do like an above ground train system. That way you can actually see people going back and forth. Maybe we can like build it up on a bridge. I'm not a great builder, but I'm willing to kind of push my skills here to the next level and try to build something. So let me know what you guys think though. I kind of would prefer the above ground because then you could like if I'm watching, I can see everything happening, and that's the whole point of this is to make the world come alive. Um, like you can build cities in vanilla Minecraft, but like the cities don't do anything, so who cares that you have a city, right? The whole point of this is to have cities, have them have a purpose, and have them, you know, bring life to your world, where you can go in and you can see just like people interacting with each other. You can see them, you know, baking bread or whatever. So you guys already know that though. Here it is in all of its glory at the level 4 university. Let's take a look at the inside. Now it has a nice upstairs. It's like a little lecture hall, little meeting room. Almost looks like a church. But Elsa's now going to go work on the restaurant level 3. The restaurant level 3 is important because it's going to allow us to be able to um, keep working towards the gourmand tree and gorger. Um, it's going to let them take less and less food to you know, to stay satiated, which is fine. I already have a very big influx of food, like a big overstock right now, so that is good. Oh, and the Builder Hut level 5 just finished. This is awesome. But look at what we've just unlocked. We aren't really here yet to be able to grab any of these, but we do have access to all of those. Technology, we might have access, or we might be at the spot. Yeah. See, we can do capacity, recipe books, heavy machinery. We're getting that right away. Faster block speed by another 25%. Um, you know, our compost we'll be able to get that soon. Requires a mine? Huh? What do you need a mine for compost? Mine level 5. Okay, whatever. So, but as you can see, those are all cool, but then the real magic comes when you get a level 5 and you can get uh the entry technologies like heavily loaded plus 9 slots to citizen inventory. That's huge. Lightning plus 100% to citizen block speed, also amazing. But then for something like this, you have to choose one, I think. So you have to choose like, do they find more ores? Do they research, or do they have better durability? Or do your citizens get plus 100% block speed? I think you have to choose one because they all come from this hitting iron uh, starter node. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how it works. But anyway, I really don't know which one I would choose. You know, I think I would probably choose Madness because you can always build more tools. You can always build more mines, but you can't build something that increases the block place speed. Um, yeah, you can build more builders, but you're still going to have to wait a specific amount of time per building. So if I only got to choose one, I would choose Madness. There will be no waiting around for me. I just went ahead and grabbed redstone. Apparently, I didn't grab enough redstone. All right, here we are in the basement of our newest level 5 builder's hut. This is definitely the one to go with when you want a builder's hut. Look at all the storage they have. Like, this is so much better than than our Elsa's builder hut. Um, there's all this storage. There's more racks upstairs. One thing that's been annoying me about this place, though, and I'm surprised we haven't had to deal with it yet, is there's lava, like, right here. So we're probably going to try to get that solved, because it's pretty annoying to hear this bubbling all the time. Alright, giving a little update here. So I've been off on the west side of our town where there used to be giant holes and craters and nothing was really level. So we're still keeping some verticality, as you can see. Um, there's still different levels. It's still kind of like a plainsy area, but we're covering up a lot of the spaces, leveling it out to make building here more doable while I'm waiting for things to build. This is what I've been doing a lot lately. Been using these builder's wands and just like covering over areas like this completely, which is working quite well. First, I go down and I try to light it up as best as I can. I think I got to get down there and light that up better still. But yeah, you can see these builders ones are amazing. They can do it with dirt. They can do it with grass. Pick them over. And then the hardest part though is when you have an area like this, you have to make it like look like a natural transition. For now, I'll just cover it over pretty roughly, kind of like this. And then maybe that's actually not that bad. We do need to clean these edges up a little bit. Besides the cobblestone there, this is not that bad. Like having that sand peek out, I think is just fine. So if we break that and then we take these couple pieces of sand and we put them in those spots, it's not bad. And then we have all of this space right here to work with. We can build massive buildings. I don't know. But instead of just having this giant hole, which is a very scary death trap for our citizens, we can go ahead and do something amazing. All right, we have finished the level 3 enchanting tower. This thing really does look like a wizard tower. I really like how it's looking out. Really like how it's looking. So having this level 3 enchanting tower allows us to come over to our university and to learn some very important research for the future. So if we go in here, next to our Mr. OBX, go to technology, we have now unlocked more scrolls. And then not only more scrolls, once we get this, we can unlock the nether mine. So the nether mine is going to be very important for going forward because that is how we can automatically connect. I can't speak. That is how we can automatically collect nether resources such as netherrack, nether brick, and most importantly, netherite once we get it to, I believe, a level 5 building. The level 3 restaurant's looking so much nicer once we finally get this built. We're losing all of these extra shingles that look pretty ugly. We're moving on to the nice gray and blue shingles. Hopefully we can eventually get this whole town on those nicer looking shingles because it's just, I don't know, I just hate those so much. They just look so ugly. But that's going to be done. The enchanting tower is done. Then I'm going to be able to put full force on my builders to start building all of these guard towers. We're going to have one builder working down this direction to cover the rest of this area and then to work up. And we're going to, again, we already have this builder that is building right here to build out in this direction so that we can also get all of our capital covered because that would be nice. And then also start expanding out to this new region. Also, guys, if you are enjoying this series and you want to keep seeing more and more, I would really appreciate a like on the video, a subscription if you're not already subscribed, and always please comment your thoughts in the description. It really helps small channels like mine get out there because YouTube does not really recommend small channels. Oh, all right, we got to stop where that is. The north/west. All right, let's find them. I have a new thing I want to try, but this is going to be a massive raid. All right, we found them. They're already in the colony border. There's so many, but now we are the dragon. So then we can fight them on the purple. Yes, it's working. So this is going to help us clear out these giant numbers a lot more effectively. I'm going to also try to hit them with, hit these archers here. There we go. That actually works really well. We need to increase our spell power even more. But being able to put this stuff on the ground, this dragon's breath, helps to be able to... Oh no, they're running! They're running to the... No! They're running to the colony. Hey guys, hey, you guys need to stop right there. Oh, I'm dying. Okay, 5 raiders left. There's some that are trying to get into the colony itself. We need to take them out now. That is not acceptable, Shield Maiden. Okay, we take it out with the Shield Maiden, and then we have just a few more. Got some archers over here. It says there's 3 left, but I only see 2 on the map. I'm wondering if one made it into the town. We do have guards. I think our guards can handle 1. They all have like gold armor right now and stone swords, so I don't really trust them to fully take on a full raid. It says 2 raiders left in the, but they're leaving? Question mark. Okay, let's go check the town real quick just to make sure they're all okay. It says they're leaving, but I definitely have not cleared all of them. Maybe it's glitching? I don't know. Okay, apparently I cleared all of them. Anyway, all of my guards are using gold armor and stone swords. The reason they have gold armor on is because it's annoying when they ask me for stuff in my clipboard. And when I open my clipboard, I want to be able to see actual things. And it was just all, I need armor, I need armor. So I just made a bunch of gold armor because I have a ton of gold. Once they are level 2, they can use chain, which I've realized afterwards. Most of my guard towers are level 2. I should have just made chain for everyone. It's way better, has better durability, and chain is really cheap to make. Like a chain chestplate is only 2 iron ingots, well, pretty much 3 iron ingots, which is super cheap. I should have just made chain for everybody. So you can see some people have chain pieces and gold pieces at the same time because I've started transitioning to chain. But yeah, anyway. The Dragon's Breath, that is the play for taking on those raiders. Alright, level 3 restaurant's finally done. I've been putting this off for so long, but now we have a nice little table area up top, plenty of tables down here. He has 3 furnaces to work out of now, which will be very nice for him, so that he can keep stuff cooking constantly. I did just change his recipes to allow him more food now that we have the fisher. We're not going to allow them to use beef or steak, because we actually will need like 1,000 steak, I think, to keep increasing our potential max population of our colony. So we're going to keep that beef for ourselves, but they can eat the rest of the stuff. All right, our builder just finished expanding out this direction, so we can upgrade this guard tower, and then that should expand 1 more chunk. So thankfully it will get over this hole here, I believe. We can build our next guard tower over there. But eventually, I'm going to have to just cover in this entire thing, which really won't take that long with builder's wands, but man, this terrain just has so many holes and gaps and everything. I know this is kind of a Minecraft thing in general, but goodness gracious, it's a lot to keep filling all these in. Now that I know that they can get cheaper recipe costs the more they make things, I have been pretty much only letting people craft using the auto crafters. So stonemason, for instance, if we go into the crafting recipes, I have 29 of 30 here. The stonemason crafts like literally everything I need. That way, there's the hope that the stonemason will get that decreased cost of that recipe, and it's just gonna like keep stacking and stacking with all the different things they make. I just recently, this one was huge. I just recently got spruce stairs from the sawmill. I don't know if the level of the building has anything to do with how often they can reduce the cost. And I also don't know if there's a way for me to be able to check to see like what the cost is. So actually, is this it here? To see 5? Is it normally 5 spruce planks? Or is it normally 6? I don't know. So like, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, it is normally 6. So now it takes 1 less plank to make spruce stairs, which is not that huge of a deal, but it actually is that huge of a deal. Slabs, look at this. It takes 1 spruce plank now to make 6 spruce slabs. That is efficiency. What else has changed? What else has changed? Fence gates are cheaper. Trapdoors are a little bit cheaper. Crafting tables are a little cheaper. That never hurts. So just so many things are getting cheaper, which is so nice because it's just we're being able to spend our wood much more wisely. And we still only have one woodcutter, so he's trying his best to keep up with all the demands of this, honestly, this massive colony here. Just look at all these buildings and all these people on the map. So he's trying his best to keep up with everything. He's doing a pretty good job. Sometimes I have to help him and chop some trees myself. Not too often though, but when I do, like, I have to clear all this area eventually anyway. So I just go out and clear a little bit further and further and further. And you can see I've been making some good progress. Also, I really like how this looks on the map with this terrain that we've kind of formed over here. You can see the different elevations, and you see that's not just a big flat pancake, but it also is going to look really neat to have buildings sprawling all around here. Uh, Maybe we'll put a few mines over here. It's probably what I want to do, is to increase our ore generation, because I'm tired of our people using all stone tools all the time. I would like to eventually get enough iron that we can at least upgrade them to all use iron tools, which is going to take a lot. It's going to take quite a few mines, I think, probably like 3 to be able to consistently do that because of how quickly our people will break their tools, especially our miners and lumberjacks. But I think it's a good goal. We need to get out of the Stone Age. All right, Carly just finished building that guard tower right there to a level 2. Now we can take out here and build a next guard tower. I actually really like this because it's like at the peak right here. I like this spot. Let's go ahead, military guard tower. Guard tower level 5. Let's make sure this is in a good spot real quick. Let's bump it back. Oh, I think we had to bump it back there. I think it's now still slightly out of the border. Okay. Bump it back there, and we will get this placed. We're just going to try to expand in a straight line here for a little bit. Probably get like 3-ish guard towers. Expand this way. Hopefully we can put one up here overlooking this area. And then we're going to expand up in this podzol area out into here. This is going to be a pain because this is all a dark oak forest. And those trees are going to take a lot to cut down, but it's going to give me a ton of wood to work with. So I'm not really sure what style I'm going to really work with in here, but we're changing the style. Maybe we'll start to shift the style, if we have buildings here or not. I'm not sure yet. But if we're going to have buildings, maybe slowly shift them to having our medieval spruce and then maybe like some Nordic spruce and medieval spruce in this area, and then slowly transition to mostly Nordic spruce, for instance. I'm not sure what style I'm using yet. I was just using that Nordic as an example. Let's go ahead and assign Carly to work on this. And then Elsa is actually working on a guard tower right here, which should be done before too long. And then once this is done, I'll probably have her come out here, build a guard tower here, because I would like to cover all of this water eventually. We want the water to be in our colony region, but it's going to take some time. I would love to build like a docks, like a bunch of docks, and maybe like a restaurant in the middle of the lake or something. I don't know yet, but I have some big plans. The last thing I'm trying here for the day is I'm trying to mess with the pickup priority of our colony. So, like the farms, I just set them on 8 of 10. I think the lower priority is better. So, if it's a 1 of 10, they are like number 1 priority. So, I'm going to try to set all of our builders to priority 1. And hopefully this will make my warehouse more efficient, because hopefully they will run stuff to my builder huts first. I don't know if that's going to work, if that's only with pickup instead of the requests, but I'm making these priority number 1 just to see how it works. I hope it works the way I'm thinking, because that will help speed things up quite a bit. I'm also going to, after Elsa's done with her current guard tower, I'm going to have her build another courier hut and then upgrade a house to get another citizen. I think that is probably going to be a better use of her time than to expand off the lake that we're not even going to be doing anything with. And if we come out here, look at all of this space we have to build. We have all this space, And then if we come a little bit farther over here, we have all this space. We have plenty of space to build either some new houses or upgrade a house and some courier huts. So that's what we're gonna do. I think couriers are slowing us down the most right now, as usual. Normally, I get just enough couriers, and then I start expanding with more builders and stuff. And I usually don't catch up the couriers until later. So I need to do a better job with that. I need to have a better courier staff before I expand out, or else everything is just going to run so slow in the town. Everything is going to get clogged up. Our restaurant won't get food. Our miner won't get tools. Our builders won't get their blocks. So we need to have couriers as the priority. And what's that saying? There's no time like the present, right? So we're going to go ahead and get our house built and this courier built. We're going to get those queued up at least. And we're going to put them kind of touching each other, just like we did with the other buildings, because I think it'll look really cool if we can start getting like some connected buildings. So they are right here. They're kind of overlapping, but it let me build them there. So it should work. And then we are going to have Elsa manage workers, build, Elsa build, and then we're going to have her build this as well. Should not take her too long. She lives pretty close. She can come over here and get these built. But you can see those lines touch. The lines don't actually overlap, so they should be able to build the buildings touching each other, but not overlapping into each other, and that's going to be really cool. Alright, this is where we're going to end off today's video. We have a lot of expansion to go, and I'm going to keep working on this as time goes on. And next video, hopefully, we will be able to actually start placing the buildings in our new area. I'm going to try to get that all ready for that video. So thank you for watching. Leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.